Top of the morning to you. Welcome to my Tireside chat. It is Wednesday, December, what is it, 28th? 29th? What is it? 28th. Yep. And headed back to work. I'm going to turn the light off now. It's not legal. It is illegal. Make my light here. Yep, there we go. Driving to Kerman. Yeah, it's 6:42 a.m. This is the first video I've made since before Christmas. Christmas was good. The kids were with us. We had lots of presents. Now you spend that whole month or more buying gifts, wrapping gifts, getting the tree, setting everything up, making plans, making food, and then 1 or 2 days you get to enjoy it. It's still a little bit stressful, and then you open up all the presents, destroy the whole house. There's cardboard, wrapping paper everywhere, boxes. Clean all that up. And we, as a society, will throw away 500 million tons of cardboard and paper and trees. Trees, really. We just murder a bunch of trees. And then we go back to murdering everything else like normal. Anyway, what I'm saying is it's a fun time of year, but it's also a little exhausting. And I'm kind of glad that it's over. Oh, yeah, and here's a bonus. And we may have realized this last year, but I think we're allergic. Danielle and I are both allergic to Christmas trees. And the Douglas fir, the noble fir, the fir family of trees. Yeah, we may have noticed this last year or the year before, and then just forgot. But I'm not gonna forget this year. We gotta go out. I think we might go like this week, while they're probably on sale, and buy a fake tree for next year. And just explain to the kids, sorry, we can't get a real tree next year, but it's for medical purposes. Yeah, because again, like with my allergies, and Danielle was a little bit, well, she gets different symptoms than I do, but I just get tired and cloudy-headed, and I can't think straight. And I knew this, it was really clear to me yesterday. It was Tuesday, it was my last day off on Christmas break here. And it was raining all day in Fresno. So I know the air wasn't good. And I got up in the morning, I slept really well. I got up, like I usually do, like 5:30, had my tea. And I could feel like, well, my tea, I'm awake and alert. And then like an hour later, about like 7:30, I'm like, man, I can go back to sleep. And then I fell asleep. No, it was like by 7. Yeah, because Danielle went to go take a shower, and then I fell asleep on the couch again for like another 45 minutes. And then again at noon, like I took another nap, and I'm like, why am I so tired? And it finally occurred to me, I'm like, there's no other reason for it. It's got to be the tree that's bothering me. That's what happens. I get sleepy. So, yeah. So last night, I took some extra allergy meds. I finally, like at 2 in the afternoon, because I had these grandiose plans for my last day off yesterday. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna move all my music equipment out to the living room, and I'm gonna set up Cubase on my computer out there, and I'm gonna start doing some more recording because I haven't had a chance to do that all weekend. I was hoping to like get around to spending a few hours at least this last weekend. My dad bought me the Cubase license. Thank you, Dad, again. I hope to be able to use it. I was gonna do that yesterday, but yeah, like I said, I just felt like crap and just wanted to sleep. So, but like, yeah, I took Danielle to work at 9, and then I came back, and I was like, man, I just want to sit on the couch and watch Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan and play video games. And yeah, and Dean came out, hung out with me. He was building his Legos, and we were kind of watching. He was sitting at the dining room table building his Legos, and we were watching Wrath of Khan. It was kind of fun. And then he wanted to watch the Lego movie, since he's like in a Lego binge right now. I started that, and I fell asleep on the couch again. So yeah, I'm allergic to Christmas. Sorry, everyone. Bah humbug. Yeah, so after dinner last night, I had the kids help me. And we put all the ornaments away and took the tree down and put it outside. I still gotta like saw it in the thirds and put it into the yard waste bin, but yeah, I already feel better this morning. It's like, no wonder we've been so tired for like 2 weeks. I mean, we only got the tree 2 weeks ago. 2.5 weeks ago. But yeah, it's like, I've kind of been tired. Felt like crap. I was like, I thought it was just all this Christmas stuff that was making us exhausted. And Danielle, I mean, she gets that too, but she also will have like sinus issues and, you know, headaches. Although we're not sure. I mean, the headaches may come from just her neck's kind of messed up too. There's a lot of tension. Although she's been doing a lot better now that just the past few days, now that the Christmas season is over for her at work, because it's a very, 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 very busy time for her at the theater. So, anyways, I hope everyone had a great Christmas. Outside of the allergies and wanting to sleep all the time, it was quite enjoyable. We had a nice Christmas. The kids had a good Christmas. They made out like bandits. We still got, yeah, we're still. I'm looking at getting a couple other things for the house. Dean needs a new desk. I was looking at IKEA, and I told Danielle that. I was like, oh, I went and looked at the IKEA website. She's like, well, you have to drive out there and go pick it up. I'm like, no, I looked, and it says there's delivery available for most of their stuff. So now I'm looking at ordering. Now I'm looking at all sorts of cool stuff on IKEA's site. Like they've got, I was just gonna get a desk for Dean, but then I was looking at a dresser for our bedroom, and they actually have like a simple audio desk for like audio engineering or video mixing and stuff. It has like the little attached speaker stands that are space saving. I'm like, man, that would be cool, but there's only room for one monitor, and I need 2 monitors at least, you know. But yeah, IKEA can be dangerous. Keeps falling. I could fix that. Not right now while I'm driving. So after not being at work for 5 days, I'm kind of excited to go back to work, I guess. As weird as that sounds. I don't know. I need to work. It's good for the soul. And it's going to be a quiet week. Sorry. I'm gonna get that just right. Try not to crash. I'm a total professional. Well, it should be a quiet week. I'm just focus on my projects I'm working on. I've got one project that was trying to finish by the end of the year. So by the end of this week, we'll see. I think I might be able to finish it. I'm doing for anyone who's interested or understands or cares, fixing Sebastian's Active Directory deployment. So Microsoft Active Directory, so your Windows Server domain, the way they had it set up and the group policies on the network and everything, they were really kind of sloppy. It wasn't implemented properly. It wasn't necessarily causing issues so much, but just to align better with a lot of business practices and best practices for IT needed to be changed drastically. And so I set off like 6 months ago and laid out a plan for them, and like it's which I put, I think I'd estimated it was going to be about 80 hours of work to get it done, and it's been kind of not a high priority project, but it's just been something I've been doing in the background while working on other projects, and it's been kind of delayed here and there as I've been busier with other things, but I've got it to the point where we're almost done. So I had to go through their existing network policies. So network policies is like things that dictate like every last little thing about when a user logs onto their computer, like what background do they have, can they change it, what type of network security do they use, was the Windows firewall turned on, if so, what ports are allowed through it, and there's a million other settings and things like that, that you can specify. And they had a bunch of stuff in place already, and so in order to clean things up, I have to go through that with a fine-tooth comb, list out every last little setting that's set, and then kind of redo it all, like clean it up, redo it all in a different section, and then you have to start migrating users and computers over to the new section, and we're just trying to make sure that things don't get broken in the process, and at the same time implement a few things to kind of increase security and whatnot. So anyways, kind of on the last stages of that, hoping to get that done this week, and then we have a couple customer projects in the works. We got a new customer that's, because it sounds like it's a new business, and so we're actually setting up their network from scratch, which is kind of cool, as opposed to walking into or any of our other clients where they've been a client of ours for like 2 or 3 years or longer, or they were kind of neglected for a long time, and they've got servers that are 10 years old or older, and they don't want to pay to upgrade anything or fix anything. And it's, some of those customers, it's kind of like, well, if you don't want to fix anything, then we don't want you to be our customer anymore. That's how I've kind of felt, and now like the rest of the department, our head director, whatever, is kind of on the same boat. Some of these, it's like, some of these clients, they get to be more trouble than they're worth. They wind up spending so much time, so many man hours, just like trying to fix their existing issues, when they refuse to, buy a new server that would solve 90% of the problems, and we won't have to touch them anymore. And and then they keep complaining, oh, this isn't working, and you guys aren't doing a good job, and blah 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 blah. Then it's maybe it's time to just like cut ties with that customer and walk away. Anywho, I'm almost at work. Look, I'm in beautiful downtown Kerman. Oh, they've got some Christmas lights out. Tiny little bit in the Central Park here. Kerman Central Park. 1/100th of the size of New York Central Park. It is. It's an 1/8 of a mile long. I can walk up and back 8 times at lunch, and I'll have walked a mile. I do that sometimes. Okay. I'm looking at 6:57. I might actually get to my desk at 7 o'clock on my first day here of the week. Usually I'm 15 minutes late, because who cares? Actually, because I always wind up staying 30 minutes late anyway, so, you know, it's fine. Oh, and there's like 2 cars here. My coworker Shaylin was here yesterday, and I talked to her for a second. She said, "Oh, it's so nice. I'm like the only one in the office, and then it's quiet. I can get work done. Nobody's bothering me." That's ideal. Those are my favorite days to be at work, when there's nobody else here. I can just sit and focus on what I want to focus on and get stuff done. It's nice and quiet. I couldn't stand, I don't know, it gets old. Like when I used to work at Barracuda, and I could go up to the San Jose office, well, the Campbell office. They had a San Jose office and then a Campbell office. And then when I go to the Campbell office on Thursdays, and it's just one big open floor, like they intentionally went with that, the open floor workspace theology, where it's like everybody can see what everyone else is doing, and you can overhear almost all the conversations. And there was like 100 people on that floor, and then the offices on the sides. And it's kind of fun for a little while, but I don't know, it's nice to be able to just like work in silence by yourself in the dark. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Bye, everybody.